Welcome to CryptoCoach365. Mike Tazzoni here from my new kitchen. We are finally finishing up moving. It's a really nice big kitchen, way bigger, nicer house than the old one too. But it's day 100. Holy crap! I've been doing this for 100 times. Sorry about the slightly shaky cam. I'll probably stabilize it on Google, so you probably won't see it. But anyway, it's day 100. We are just finishing up packing for our week-long trip to a cruise into the Alaska. We've been told by quite a few people actually, that you need to take an Alaska cruise. It's the best cruise, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, okay, well, why not? Because we have plenty of free time. Well, one of us has plenty of free time. The other one can work remotely, so still has quite a lot of time. But we can take days off if we wanted to. And we have the resources to do it too, so why not? So yeah, I'll be still continuing to work while I'm over there. I actually have a couple of papers that I'll be taking with me to fill out and submit and take care of some business while there. But yeah, should be fun. I'll continue to record and tell you what we've been up to while I'm traveling around. And then after I come back, it's straight to my business coach JT Fox's house for some 3 days of some intensive coaching with George Ross, who is Donald Trump's right-hand man before Trump said that he wanted to get into politics, was advised not to, and his guys kind of stepped away because they didn't want to be involved. But anyway, yeah, good day, lots of travel planned. With regards to crypto, you may have noticed that Bitcoin price is starting to kind of creep up. Like I mentioned a little while ago, it seems like it kind of tested the floor a few times, and it seems that the floor was around the mid 6,000s, because it would drop and then come back up, drop and then come back up. So it seems like around mid 6,000s was the economic kind of foundation, so to speak, of what Bitcoin needs to be at in order to support the economy that is being used in. But now it seems that it may have finally started to creep up, and who knows, maybe, I mean, it's done this a couple of times already before, so maybe it'll crash back down to mid 6,000s. Maybe we're finally out of the bottom and they're starting to grow back up to the prior heights, but you know, who knows. Either way, the point of Bitcoin is not so much a short-term returns on investments, it's long-term. Well, the goals of it are basically long-term to become the dominant currency, and you can't really do that overnight. In the meantime, and you can't really become a dominant currency without a lot of these major spikes like it has gone through. So yeah, one thing I kind of wanted to talk about, there's a lot of talk about Bitcoin forks, like Bitcoin Cash is a fork of Bitcoin, there's Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond, a whole bunch of others. Effectively, what a fork is, it's somebody who takes a copy of Bitcoin software with all the rules that are called protocols that everybody has to follow in order to be part of the same network, and they change one of the rules because they disagree with it or because they think they can improve on it. So there's been some people who are claiming that being a fork in Bitcoin is kind of an attack, and they're worried that some malicious government can come in and create their own fork and people will switch over to it, and then government will take over Bitcoin. But the only way it could be an attack is if people are actually forced to get onto Bitcoin. And sure, there may be things like where there might be a better, more convenient option that is provided by government, and obviously we'd have to be vigilant for that, and people decide to switch to it because it's just better, cheaper, more convenient. But the core portion of Bitcoin is that it's supposed to be not controlled by anybody. It's supposed to be apolitical, not political, not tied to any kind of economies or anything like that, or countries. So people who still understand that will simply not switch, and Bitcoin itself will continue to exist. And really, that's how Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are. They are kind of a democratic anarchy, maybe you could say, where everybody has to follow the biggest rule set, that if they want to be part of that rule set. So like everybody votes on what they want to follow, but everybody is also free to break off and start their own thing, and nobody's forced to join them, and nobody is forced to stay in and keep doing their own thing either. So everybody's free to basically do whatever they want and decide on their own rules. The only real difference is that you would have to actually have other people agree to join your rules for your rules to actually work for anybody other than yourself. But anyway, that's it for today, and tomorrow I'll be reporting from, I think, Vancouver in Canada. Until then, well, have a nice day.